Welcome everybody to episode 449 of The Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Wah, 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 wah.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
I hope you're having a good day so far. It's Swole Saturday. I hope you're having a good day, a Grasshopper, because I am here to show you, like Mr. fucking Miyagi, like Mr. Swoleagi, I'm going to help you make some sick gains today. I'm going to help you make some sick gains. So thank you so much for joining me for episode 449 of The Daily Sleazy, every day live at 12 noon Eastern time. You can catch, of course, all the episodes on YouTube and get your ear holes assaulted on SoundCloud and iTunes for the podcast. Welcome premium members. Welcome Swolenormous community at large. Got my coffee. It's a big cup, but you know how Papa Swoleo does. It's gotta be big. It's gotta be big or it ain't gonna get done right. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? What up? What up? Yep. Ho, 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 ho. Papa Swoleo, Papa Swoleo, Papa Swoleo, Papa Swoleo, Swoleo. That's right. What's up, Jeremy, Allison? Hello. Hey, hello. Swolenormous Nation. Today's episode is, what is it? It's What Do You Want From Me, Grasshopper? That was the title. What do you want from me, a grasshopper? What do you want, a grasshopper? Now that's the classic. What do you want, rook? What do you want, noob? What you want, Grasshopper? What you want from Papa Swoleo? Let's get into the basics. Let's get into some of the emotion. Let's get into some of the realities of seeing progress. Let's get into some of the real shit. Shall we? Shall we get into some real shit today? It's Saturday, so it's a lot more, I mean, it's always chill every day, but it's a little bit more fucking, fucking chill. A little more fucking chill. This is going to be a great episode, and at the end, I'm going to announce the next workshop. I'm going to announce what the next workshop is for Swolenormous Premium. So it's very exciting for premium members that are showing up. It's very exciting if you're interested in joining my private community, because this week's workshop is going to be lit like a tit. I feel my nipples tingling a little bit when I just talk about it. When I think about it, my nipples kind of get a little bit like, hee, Papa Swoleo, and I just get a little bit excited. So I'm excited to share that with you, but let's talk about what you want from Papa Swoleo, Grasshopper. I get a lot of messages. Let's have some real talk today. I get a fucking ton of messages, which is great. I'm always asking you to message me. I'm always asking for your feedback. I'm always asking for your opinions. I'm always asking for what you want to see. I'm always asking for, I don't know, what you're struggling with. I want to know. That's not the concern. I always want to know, and I'm always asking you questions. I'm always asking you to give me some feedback and tell me a little bit more about you. So I'm always asking for that. What I want to make absolutely and 100% clear is that there's no quick fix to any of this. There's no, hey, I want to get big, I'm having a tough time putting on muscle, I don't eat that much food, and I've been training for a little while, what should I do? You gotta eat like a fucking monster. Or I'm trying to lose weight, I've done everything, I'm struggling, I keep falling in and out, I'm not motivated, what do you suggest? I suggest you fucking doing it and being consistent every day. And that's why I always say motivation is bullshit. That's why I always say moderation is for suckers, because these ideas that you can kind of pussyfoot through anything in life, I mean, this applies to anything. The fact that you can just kind of like pussyfoot through it and half-ass and that you're going to get amazing results. I mean, if you put in shitty effort, you're going to get average or shitty results. It's just the lay of the land. It's what's going to happen. So what do you want to happen? And I think that's where all of you have to ask yourselves. I think you have to watch this right now and ask yourself, as we're having this discussion, what do you want? Is your goal very aggressive? Do you even have a goal? Do you just want to build some muscle? Do you just want to put on some weight? Do you just want to lose some weight? Come on, I mean, comment below. How shitty are those goals, right? We've talked about goals being an issue already, but just wanting to put on size or just wanting to lose weight, those aren't goals. And a lot of you still think that those are goals because you're not watching the Daily Swole episodes on all that stuff, but because you think those are goals. Wanting to put on weight, that's a general goal. That's bullshit. Wanting to lose weight, that's a general goal. That's bullshit. You got to be specific, and you have to organize your life around that target. And the more aggressive your goal, the more serious you have to take it. If you're trying to drop 10% body fat, you think that's a fucking game? You think this is a fucking game, yo? 10% body fat? 10% body fat. Not to get to 10% body fat. People are asking me and telling me that their goal is to drop and decrease 10% body fat. You have any fucking idea how much weight that is? Do you have any idea how much is pure fat that is? Not even like muscle, just pure absolute mass. 10%. What kind of a goal is that? That's like a 5-10 year goal. That's long as shit. That's long as shit. That doesn't happen overnight. That takes years. That takes time. Dropping 10% and having muscle tone. That's like, that is a journey. That is like a lifetime of training. That takes a lot of time to put together, to drop 10% of body fat, to drop that much weight. That takes a lot of time because you're talking about 10% body fat. You're not talking about losing weight. You're talking about specifically body fat. That takes a lot of time. Yeah, I only weigh 160. I want to weigh 200 pounds. Well, you better be shoving your face with food every fucking day and be prepared to work and train hard for 10 years because it takes a lot of time to build that kind of mass. And some of you have a lot of trouble building size. Some of you have a lot of trouble putting on size. Your metabolisms are fast and blah, blah, blah. And not to mention, it's not just a straight incline. It's not like you're going through life and you're seeing progress nonstop. It doesn't happen. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you got to get the fucking Mordor, man. Got to throw the ring in the flames. And guess what? Frodo didn't think he was going to come back. He was sacrificing his life. Yeah. Yeah, that's some real shit. You know what? Cheers for Frodo. Frodo and Samwise. That one was for you, Ring Bearer. That one was for you. That one was for fucking Gondor right there too. The White City, which never fell. Because Aragorn took care of that shit. Lived up to his promise for Boromir. But I wouldn't know. I've never seen the movies. It's not like this. It's going to be like, I mean, that's what you picture it, right? This is you. You want to see progress. And these are your bullshit goals. Those are your bullshit goals. You think it's going to be like, I'm starting to train. Goals. I want goals, so I go up the line, and eventually I get to my bullshit goals. Dude. Dun, 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 dun. It's not fucking vaudeville. You're going to go, and it's going to look like this. That's what it's going to fucking look like. You're going to see a little progress, then you're going to kind of go down, plateau, you're going to fall off the wagon, you go on vacation, or you're going to have a kid, or it's going to be summer and your kids are home, you can't make it to the gym. Then you see some more progress, you start watching Daily Swole, you get amped up again, you know, blah, 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 with this. But when you look at it, but what's wrong with that? But but look at this. What's wrong with this? What's wrong? Tell me. What do you think is wrong with that? Which direction is that going? If you extend this board another 5 feet, that's going to be up there, right? Tell me. You're going to be here, but if you extend the board like double or triple, it's going to be up there. It's going to be there. It's just going to take a little bit longer. It's like a fucking pipe dream. Like, what gives you the right to think you're just going to get there because you want it? Because you started doing an exercise program, you started eating healthy. It doesn't happen that quickly because you're going to try a diet that doesn't work. Oh, shit, doesn't work anymore. Hey, this works. I'm feeling great. Oh, my God. And then you get tendonitis, and can't work out. My back hurts, blah, blah, blah. Or I changed my job, and my schedule changed. And then, oh, here, I'm getting back into the gym. It's called life. This is called life. It's called life and reality. And understand when you get into a fitness program, and it's not just a fitness program. I mean, it's not like you start the 90-day dash and you're not going to see a lot of change, a lot of progress. You will. And those of you that are doing the 90-day dash, you know you are working a lot of things you never worked before, and you see a lot of progress. But I'm talking about these long-term goals. The long-term goals of all the things like the food and the style of eating that you try that works for a little bit and then stops working. And then you try something else and it works. Like, you're figuring shit out along the way. It's called life. Remember the board game, the game of life? Shit happens. And what happens in the game of life? You roll the dice, and then you have a kid, and then your job changes, and then you move, and then there's a fire and a flood and you have to move out of your house, and shit sets you back. Or does it? I mean, it's just what life is. Nothing really sets you back. And if you start changing your perspective on what life occurrences do, and start separating it from positive and negative, you know? It's one of those, like, you know, fundamental things, like nothing happens to you, it just is. Like, life isn't happening to you. It's not happening to you. It's not affecting you in that sense. It's not coming after you like, you know, Mike, you're, or John, I'm gonna flatten your tire. Life doesn't do that. It's your perception. Things happen, and how do you react to it? So on your journey of life, shit's gonna happen. How do you react? Like right here, let's look. See that little dip right there? Right, let's look at that. What do a lot of people do here? They quit. They never go back. But what happens when you don't quit? What happens when you don't quit? You get there. And look at that difference. You know? The only people that see results, the only people that are going to make it are the ones that don't quit. That's it. If you quit, you're not going to get it. I don't care what you try, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. A better chance of seeing results, right? I mean, if you keep on trying things and you fail, you're going to find out what doesn't work. You keep on trying and you get things that do work. But it's still going to take you time. There's still going to be trial and error. There's still going to be things that you fail with. There's still going to be things that fucking suck. There are going to be things that fucking suck. You're going to get tired of the gym. You're going to get exhausted. I get burned out. And then I like start working more, and then I'm like, oh, and it may take me a day or two to get back into the gym just because I'm busy and, you know, I'm focused. I have to, you know, I can't separate my mind from, you know, what I'm doing to focus on the gym. So I take like 2 or 3 days off, but then I get back into it. But it's about getting back into it. It's about staying consistent long term. It's not about this period. It's not about here to here. You know, it's about here to here. What are your patterns? What are you doing for the longevity of it? What are you doing for the entire time? What is your process? What are you doing? What are you focusing on the daily? What are you focusing on every day that's going to get you to that end point? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing that's going to get you there? What are you focusing on? What's important? Okay, so this process called life is all about not quitting, because it's going to happen. And look at this, whether you stop or whether you keep going, life keeps going. This timeline don't stop. This timeline don't stop. It keeps on going. This timeline doesn't stop, it keeps on going. And it's never gonna stop. This timeline will go on until you die. So the question is, are you going to stop here and waste the rest of it and lose all the chance or progress for the rest of it? Because that's gonna happen. Life's going to happen whether you like it or not, so why quit? Why quit? Just keep doing. Just keep doing. Just be consistent. That's it. Just be consistent. Just do it. If you always stop and you know you always stop, then of course you don't see results. I don't care what you've tried. I don't care what you've done. It's because you fucking stop. Perfect diet, perfect thing, perfect everything. Oh, but you quit. Okay, well, it wasn't so perfect then, was it? So is it really about the program? Is it really about the diet? Or is it more about the mentality to stick to all that? And I think there's far too much pressure on what program to do, what to eat at what time. Who gives a shit? You quit every time you start something, so what does it fucking matter? You're just gonna quit again and see no progress. It doesn't matter what you do. Like, even small improvements done consistently will get you results. I swear to God. Even small improvements. That's why it's so basic. That's why I always say how basic it is, because you're getting so complicated before you've even been consistent. You're wondering whether or not you should have almonds or fucking walnuts. Who gives a shit? Eat one. Keep your calories limited if you're trying to lose weight, but do it every day. You know? Don't make this stupid decision for 3 weeks and then fall off, and then who cares? Then does it matter if you ate almonds or walnuts? And should I have egg whites, or should I put in one yolk, or should I have oatmeal, or should I have... Just start doing shit. Start trying shit. What works best for you? If I'm allergic to oatmeal, which I'm not, but if I'm allergic to oatmeal, I'm not going to recommend that for you, but it doesn't mean it's bad for you. What works for you? Have you tried anything, or you just look for a handout, you just look for answers that no one really has for you, that people will try to sell you on and try to tell you, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. No, that's not how the world works. No one knows half this shit. Like 1% of the world's ocean has been explored. Like, we don't know as much as everyone tells you we know. We don't know that much. In the grand scheme of things, we don't know that much. So my point is, ladies and gentlemen, is you need to fucking work. You need to fucking work. You need to put in the trial and error. You need to fail. You need to train hard. You need to try new nutrition plans. You need to put the effort in. You need to put the effort in, and you need to plan for this horizontal line, because that's life. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. It's happening. It's happening. Not if, it's happening. Like, it is. It will. And you have to train for that. You have to train for that, because that's the only thing to train for. Doesn't mean you can't have minor goals. Doesn't mean you can't try to lose a certain number. Doesn't mean you can't try to gain strength to a certain capacity. That's your personal preference. But you have to understand that the overlying picture, the macro, you have to plan for this. Because you focus too much on this about getting stronger and gaining a shit ton of weight and blah, 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 and you forget this, you're going to be overweight, you're going to be fat when you're older, you're going to have a bad back because you try to do powerlifting too much, you're focusing too short term, you're not thinking about the longevity. That's why we push so much yoga. That's why we're doing the yoga class for premium. That's why my live yoga instructors are coming into premium, to give you a little bit more value and content in premium, so you can get your feet wet with that practice of mobility and that practice of yoga. So extremely, extremely important. So this week, big announcement, the new workshop this week. You ready? You ready for the new workshop? Where's that? I'm looking in the mirror, okay? You ready? So you think you... So you think you can core. That's this week's premium workshop. That's this week's premium workshop. So that's going to be announced, the time and the date, which is probably going to be Thursday at 8 p.m. But you'll see pictures and some videos floating around if you're interested in signing up. So all the premium workshops are in my premium community. You can click the link in the description, premium.swolenormous.com, so you can sign up. But remember, if you sign up in the next day or two, you can catch up on all the other workshops, like last week's, which is fucking awesome. It was awesome. It was all about those corrective exercises I was talking about. So super, super sweet. So You Think You Can Core, and that comes up this Thursday at 8 p.m. It's going to be all these amazing core exercises, some abdominal stuff, some more advanced movements, and breaking down the best things that you can do, especially at home, as a warm-up, as an implementation to your training. So You Think You Can Core. So that's going to be absolutely fucking lit. Okay? And that's Thursday, 8 p.m. So if you want to sign up, premium.swolenormous.com. Link is in the description. Thursday, 8 p.m. And also Tuesday at 2 p.m., live yoga class from one of my top instructors for live yoga in premium. So if you want to catch that yoga class, full hour-long session, it's going to be absolutely insane. So if you've never tried yoga, and you want to get your feet wet, and you want to get access to all the workshops and the community and the forums, premium is the way to go, and there's no time better than the present. But this is going to happen next Thursday, and remember, you get access to all these workshops prior. When you sign up, you can check out the archive and all the exercise demos and so forth. So super excited. Those that are watching right now, they're in my premium group. So You Think You Can Core next week, or this coming week, Thursday at 8 p.m. So absolutely lit like a tit. I hope you got a lot of value from today's episode. Remember, you're training for life, the long term. Grasshopper, you need to be patient and you need to work your fucking ass off. It's time to get it. It's Swole Saturday. I'm feeling absolutely yoked today. I can't wait to get my fucking pump on. Love you. Thanks for joining for episode 449 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. Watch me live, gaining live on camera. I know you loved it. Every day at 12 noon Eastern time, watch all the episodes on YouTube and listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Thank you so much for following me on Instagram and checking me out there, and also on Snapchat, and for leaving awesome reviews here on my Facebook page. If you haven't left a review yet on my Facebook page, please do so. And I'll see everyone in premium. I'll see everyone in the workshop this coming week, of course, but I'll see all of you tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time for episode 450 of the Daily Sleazy. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose. More coffee, get your coffee on, get your pump on, and drop some comments below. Let me know what you are concerned about or what you're trying to work on with your core, what you think core is, because trust me, you're going to see some shit that is going to turn your abs white, which doesn't make sense, but I'm going to rock your fucking world. Later, guys.